And yesterday you were bagging on.
It's not bagging.
D'Lo. Well, you were critical of D'Lo.
I am critical of D'Lo.
So was.
What's your criticism?
So was Shadano.
What's your problem?
So was Ramona.
I think he is not the right player for this roster. I don't think he fits in as well as we want to hope. I think he's here right now based on the fact that he's an $18 million contract, and they will absolutely be moving him before the trade deadline.
Okay, so let me give you the alternative.
You don't
view.
buy that.
Lakers' worst three-point shooting team in the league.
Sure.
Best three-point shooter? D'Angelo Russell. 42%.
Okay, see, this
why
is the problem.
would you
Through
not?
how many games? Just this season, or is it overall?
Just this season, 42%.
Yes.
How do you take a 42% three-point shooter
Okay,
off
I'll
the
tell
floor?
you how you take a 40% free three-point shooter off the floor. He doesn't even play in the fourth quarters when it's important times. They take him off the floor because he's not a good player in crunch minutes is what you need. If that's where you need your three-point shooter, it's at the end of games. They take him off the floor.
But sometimes
consistently they take him off the floor.
Starting lineup and the finishing lineup are not the same.
Well,
and in this case,
but your point is that he is such a great three-point shooter. Why would you take him off the floor? Darvin Ham takes him off the floor consistently.
Well, when do you need him the most? In the first quarter. That's when you need him the most.
Quarter, at the end of the game.
All right,
in the fourth quarter.
All right, calm down, because now everybody stood up, and now I had to stand up in the middle of you two guys.
And also, we're talking about the Detroit Pistons, who lost 14 games in a row. Let's relax.
You're going to let him down on D'Angelo Russell and the Lakers by saying that they lost 14 straight games?
Well, they have lost.
That's
it's
true.
the worst team in the league.
Okay, you didn't just make that stat up. Okay,
so some of that is a little bit.
It's
inflated.
15 now.
Oh, by the way, what's LeBron doing on the floor with a 30-point lead? What happened to let's dial back the minutes a little bit? Why is LeBron 30-point lead, and LeBron is on the floor?
That's right.
Why?
Because LeBron decides when LeBron goes off the floor. LeBron wasn't done last night. LeBron need to get a little bit more cardio going.
Come on.
He needs 30 minutes of cardio a night.
Come on. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, listen, LeBron decides.
Okay.
Yeah, LeBron makes the call himself. I don't disagree with that.
Okay, so then all that comes around to, then is that a Darvin Ham issue? Because you want D'Angelo Russell on the floor at the end of the games because he's the best three-point shooter on the Lakers.
Right.
So that's a Darvin Ham issue. LeBron's still playing. He's not coming off the floor in the fourth quarter in a game that's down by 30. That's a Darvin Ham issue. So are you going after Darvin Ham?
Yeah, I think a lot doesn't make sense about this team right now. I don't understand why they're playing 5 out instead of
I agree with
4
that.
out, 1 in.
Wait.
Why are they playing 5 out when you got Anthony Davis? He should be parked down in the key. And by the way, tonight will be interesting because Chet Holmgren plays around the arc. He shoots threes too, which means they're going to take Anthony Davis away from the basket if that's his primary cover. And all of a sudden, one of the worst rebounding teams in the league is going to struggle even more.
You guys think that Darvin Ham is responsible for
Not for LeBron.
D'Lo being off the floor?
Well,
in the fourth quarter?
He makes the decisions.
Darvin Ham does.
Darvin Ham
does.
If you go by what it's supposed to be, I know you think it's LeBron. And
yes,
probably
of course
is,
I think it's LeBron.
And I think there's a lot of validity to that. But as of now, Darvin Ham is the one that makes the decisions that we know of, because we don't know for sure it's LeBron.
You don't think LeBron goes into Darvin's office before the game and he goes, now listen, here's the situation in the fourth quarter. Keep D'Angelo Russell off the floor. Listen, I got it my way. I don't need him. He doesn't do that. It's good early. Let him take some shots early, keep us around. But in the fourth quarter, it doesn't really work, so keep him off the floor. You don't think that LeBron and Darvin Ham have that conversation?
Oh, they absolutely have a conversation like that. And D'Lo should be off the floor because he's not a good defender.
He's not a good defender. I'm not going to defend the fact that
that's what you
plays
need.
no defense. No, he's not a good defender.
So if you want to keep this guy around and not trade him, he's the only real contract you have. I'm not saying don't
trade him. If you can improve the roster at the trade, if Chicago comes along and says, yes, we'll move Caruso to you, we'll take D'Angelo Russell, I would say, yes, it's a very tradable contract. But for right now, he's your best three-point shooter.
Every year there's somebody that you look at on your favorite team. For us, it's the Lakers. You look at the Lakers and you say, that guy is very difficult to watch. Last year it was like Troy Brown Jr. And sometimes it used to be Kyle Kuzma, where it just is like he doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't have any idea. He gets to the paint, spins around a few times, and then passes the ball out. This is D'Lo right now. D'Lo is a very frustrating watch for me. I can't stand watching. It feels like he doesn't make the right play most of the time. He does get some assists, but at the same time,
I'll tell you
you're
what,
giving it to Anthony Davis and LeBron James. You should get assists.
He does get the ball to Anthony Davis. He does a great job of getting the ball to Anthony Davis. And
he
looks
also turns
to
the ball
Anthony
over.
Davis first. Actually, his turnovers are considerably down this year if you go look at it.
There was a game
Have
a
you
few
done that?
games ago.
Have you looked at that?
No, I've not looked at
His
You should do that.
turnovers.
If you look at the
should do
stats
that.
are very.
Oh, so you're not buying
Well,
stats.
they do
I don't
tell
buy
you a
stats.
picture.
They paint a picture, absolutely, but
And if
it's not
they're-
always the right picture.
If there are numerically less turnovers
that's
than
a good
last
thing.
year, then
there
that's
was
a good thing. That's
there was
improvement.
there was a you guys talk about the first. You're going to just go off the stats. There was you talk about the first quarter all the time. You talk about the first quarter all
Ralph,
the
you
time, and
still
how they have to be better. There was a
I've been
game
taking
2 or
care
3
of some
games-
stuff.
Okay.
There was a game 2 or 3 games ago where
Yep.
in the first quarter, D'Angelo Russell turned the ball over 4 times.
Okay.
That's a problem.
I mean, I see LeBron
He's not the
probably
only
leads the
problem.
team
He's
in
not the
turnovers.
only Laker problem, but
No.
he is a problem.
Right. You just don't like watching him.
He's a very frustrating.
Frustrating watch.
Yeah.
Can I just say
Visually
this?
speaking, it's
I like it
frustrating.
when
Let me
that
jump
guy
back
gets
in
going-
for a second.
What?
Isn't the debate between corporate Greg and Mason, you want to talk about a sports talk radio
That's
empire?
it. Hardcore.
But this doesn't happen when Johnny I's around.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why?
Well,
Why,
because-
Mace?
Well, D'Angelo Russell's the greatest point guard in the history of point guards. He's a Laker point guard.
And they're going to go 82-0. Yeah.
so you're saying
Nothing's wrong. Everything's perfect. Right now, they're
John's in a
17
unique
and 0.
spot because he works for us and he works for them. So he's a big D'Angelo
I
Russell
didn't know
fan.
that.
He's a big everybody fan.
He loves everybody.
Yeah,
well,
he
listen,
loves all people.
If you wear the Laker colors,
He loves all people except us.
listen, dude. He's we.
yes.
Yeah.
Johnny I is part of we.
Yeah.
Yes,
he
he is.
flies on the team plane. He stays at the team hotel.
Correct.
He drives on the team bus. He gets paid by the team. That's all good. But I like listening to you guys go back at it. It's such a frustrating watch, huh?
Yeah, he
You
is.
can't even do you watch him and go, you know what? I can't even watch this.
See, this is
so
something
frustrating.
I always try and tell people, and I've talked to Mace about it, and you do it now, too. I don't know if it's because of me
Do
or
what?
you just do. Look, follow one player on the court.
I do.
sometimes.
I focus
Yeah.
on one player. I
And
just look at one. Like last night, I was looking at Max Christie and defense. And Max actually, he's not the greatest defender, but he's working his ass off out there.
He's still young, and he's going to get better. He's shooting confidently, which I like. And
Yep.
he does play some decent defense, and it will get better. So if you just sit and watch D'Lo, just watch him.
Okay.
Don't watch LeBron. Don't
Okay.
watch AD. Just
Okay.
watch D'Lo.
All right.
You're going to be like, God, this guy is so frustrated.
Very frustrating.
Tonight, I watch
Yeah,
D'Lo,
very frustrating.
isolate D'Lo,
Yeah.
watch him,
Okay.
and then tomorrow I want a complete report
I'm going on a
D'Lo.
full ISO tomorrow.
You should. You
Tonight
should.
I'm
Full
doing.
ISO?
I'm going to do a full ISO.
Full
Yeah.
ISO, huh?
That's it. I am.
Let's mic him up, too. Let's listen to what he's saying.
LeBron gets mic'd up.
Yeah, LeBron
Why
does
can't
it.
D'Lo get mic'd up?
Mic up D'Lo.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to commit like the first quarter to just watching D'Lo on the ISO.
Okay, good.
Second quarter, I'm going pure AD. I'm all on AD.
AD.
Third quarter, where we got to have it, especially against Oklahoma City. Because remember, last year against Oklahoma City, the Lakers were at home the night that LeBron broke Kareem's all-time scoring record. And remember, the Lakers lost that game. And when I think of it as embarrassing fashion, Anthony Davis is pouting on the bench. Russell Westbrook is infecting the locker room. I think they go into Oklahoma City tonight and look for a big win. So when LeBron, I'm ISOing in on LeBron in the third quarter is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Mace. And then in the fourth quarter, then I'm going to ISO on D'Lo on the bench.
Well, in the fourth, you're right. That's exactly what's going to be
See what-
happening.
see what he-
D'Lo on the bench
See
in the
his
fourth
temperament
quarter.
when he's
Yeah.
sitting on the bench and try to figure out.
I'm ISO on
if
him.
he's annoying.
His temperament has actually been pretty good on the bench.
Yeah,
that's a positive.
And by the way,
thing.
I hear a lot of people like Shadano yesterday say, I just pull him from the starting lineup. I'm like, you're going to lose him. You'll lose D'Lo if he
come on,
starts
really?
coming off the bench.
Really? Is
These-
that really the case?
Yeah,
You're going to
don't
lose
you
him
think?
emotionally?
Don't you think?
Really? Because we have another Russell Westbrook situation on our hands.
I don't think it's like that. But I think anybody that loses, that is generally a starter,
Yeah.
who loses their starting job,
Yeah.
feels bad.
Do you
It
think that?
bad.
Do you think that Austin Reeves feels that way?
No, Austin Reeves is more.
He's more of a team guy and less of an
he is.
individual
He's
player.
young,
And
he's
D'Lo's
trying to
more of
scrap
a
his win.
selfish guy.
Yeah, well, he wants to shoot. Yeah, dude wants to shoot.
You know what? Listen, if the team thinks it's better for you to come off the bench 5 minutes into the game, just do your job. Why is that so? Why is that such an insult? I mean, why is it such an insult?
An insult.
to D'Lo.
Be a
I
role
don't-
player. Play a role. Of,
Right, you're
His
saying you're going
role
to
is
lose him.
starting point guard.
Well,
that is
does
his
it-
role.
Right? Does it have to be?
No, it doesn't have to be. I mean, they juggle it around. I mean,
yeah,
I think D'Lo is going to stay in the starting lineup.
if I had more money than $3,000 in mythical money, I
you've
bet
blown
that
all of it.
Yeah,
Presented by
it's all
Prize
gone.
Picks.
Yeah, presented by Prize Picks.
Absolutely.
Prize Picks is awesome.
Yeah, they're the best. By the way, I almost hit that 4-leg parlay last night.
but you didn't.
How many legs? How many
That's
legs
what
did
the
yours
problem
have,
with the
Captain?
parlay is.
I
almost got it.
Lakers -7, AD over 12.5 rebounds, LeBron over 25.5 points, and then I took the under, and it went over because the Lakers blew their doors off. So that would have paid, too, 10,000 mythical at 11-1 odds, right?
Yeah.
That would have paid big.
Nice.
I'll
But
do
that's the
another
problem
one
with
tonight.
that's the problem with the parlay, though.
Yeah.
You lose that one leg, and you lose everything.
But win one, and you're like, bam,
Bam!
bam, bam.
and
Speaking
then
of
lose
bams,
it all again.
we've had a bit of a draining last hour.
Have we?
That was fun.
What was draining about
Yeah,
it?
what
There's
was
been a lot of
That Lakers
emotions running
conversation
high.
was fun.
Oh, yeah, high emotions.
So I'm wondering, now Joseph took a few inches off the 22.
Yeah, Joseph is doing well.
Joseph
There you go,
is
Joseph.
immediate when it comes to the food.
Good job, Joseph. So let's say we're down to 16.
Yes.
We got an hour left, about an hour 20 left in the show
Right.
before we toss over to Lakers countdown to tip-off. Can we take this down collectively? The 22-inch Mega Dog, which you weeks ago said you would take down.
Yeah. Can you guys take it down?
I think you have to at least eat a few inches.
I'll eat some.
Let's go.
The
This is our
smell
goal.
of the onions coming off of this dog.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been an hour.
And the jalapenos.
It has been an hour.
You gotta
and
put
it's
it to
a
the side like
strong,
I did.
Strong scent.
There again. I'll do
right.
it. Hold on. No, don't walk out yet.
Okay. I'm
We're
not
back
gonna
on
walk
YouTube.
out.
Everybody's excited.
There's
Tell
going
you
to
right
be.
now.
We are live at Yaamava. Me, Cappy,
It's a little cold to the touch.
Bergman, Lindsay Baseball, and Morales, who is
I'm
cutting
taking off. This is another 3 inches.
3
That
inches
could
off
really
a
hurt my
gigantic 22-inch dog here at the.
That could really hurt.
Chris, am I
808.
supposed to chime in here as your accountability friend?
Me?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
Not me.
This,
Me or him?
No, I
Is
was
Lindsay
asking,
your
should I?
accountability
Yes,
friend?
you should.
I feel like
But this is a special event.
I know, but I didn't know what the parameters were for
I mean,
that. So I
Cappy's
just thought
had me walking for 4 days
I thought
straight.
I'd bring it up.
you had a
No?
nice long walk today, didn't you?
I did it this morning, but
you're
not
gonna-
as good as Cappy and I's walk yesterday.
You're
That
gonna
was an
ruin
hour.
it. You're gonna ruin it with all that.
I haven't eaten as much bread.
Don't eat the bread. Don't
Just
eat the
the
bread.
pulled pork and the dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't eat the
Pork,
bread.
dog,
That's a
and the
good
white cream
accountability
sauce.
partner.
If you're
You did a
just
good job
tuning
there.
in, it's
Don't eat the
a
bread.
22-inch dog that is covered with pork, bacon, jalapenos, red onions,
French fries,
French
waffle
fries, waffle fries, and several sauces,
barbecue
including a white
sauce,
sauce.
and some sort of white creamy.
Yeah,
something.
white creamy sauce. And it's beautiful. The food here is awesome. You guys ate Chinese today, right?
Well, we had Tai Chi is the name of the
Tai
restaurant
Chi.
here. Tai Chi.
Hold on, let me look at my steps here because producer Lindsay, while she was getting all her stuff ready, made me take Chewy on
I saw it.
I went laps around.
I saw.
You saw me walking.
I saw
Chewy?
you walking Chewy.
Yeah.
so how many
I saw
steps
you
you got?
walking Chewy
Right
at
now I am
Yaamava.
at
I mean, come on.
I'm at 11,000. So I'm pretty
You're
good.
at 11,000 steps?
Cappy's had me on a program. I'm
You're already?
At
I mean,
11,000?
Well, I
Where
did
the
an
hell
hour
did you
long this
walk?
morning, and
Good
then I
steps.
just took
That's like 5 miles.
I had to take Chewy around all the way around
Right.
the Yaamava property.
He had to pick up after Chewy.
Chewy was marking his territory.
Did you pick up after Chewy?
I had to in the dog waste station. There's a Yaamava dog waste station in the parking lot.
Oh man!
And he did it. He did it right there. And I'm like,
did
do I
not.
pick it up or?
You had somebody
No,
else
no.
clean up.
No, Chewy.
You know what you should start doing?
Chewy pooped before he left home.
Good.
As
Very
everybody
regular.
should.
Very
Excellent.
regular.
Morale.
But I
Me
did
too.
walk him.
Morales, what you should do this Saturday when you're golfing, just walk. Don't get in the cart. Walk the whole thing with the bag.
Yeah, but you know that
They-
hill? I might die on the
it's
11th
fine, you
at the
can do
top
it.
of the 11th hole.
Hey, you can do it. If you can get through all of that,
Is this a challenge?
yeah, it's a challenge.
You want to
Oh.
feel the dump truck? I get excited.
give it to
I
him.
don't even
Give
know.
it to him. The dump truck. Get
Dump
ready for the dump truck.
is-
Get ready.
You're right.
Okay.
I feel like I'll do it in the region when there's
Yeah,
some
when there's music
Yeah,
going.
when there's music
Right.
for the dump truck.
You don't
all
know the
right.
dump truck?
Coming up is a friggin' dump truck. And also, next week is going to be a gigantic week, according to one baseball writer, Bergman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll explain it coming up next. This is a combo plate. We are live from Yaamava. It is me, Cappy, Corporate Greg, Lindsay Baseball, and Morales on 710 ESPN.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the 5th row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game for free.
Call it a combo play today. It's a Yaamava extravaganza.
Yes.
Steve Mason, Scott Kaplan, Corporate Greg, producer Lindsay, and me, live from the 909 Sports Bar. We get ready for Thursday. Keep the music up, Brian. I need the hook when it comes back.
Right.
I'm going to fill here. I'm going to vamp.
to the street.
Because Cappy wants to do a bit here.
Ooh.
Well, you don't know. You're not familiar with the dump truck.
I have
are
no
you?
idea what a dump truck is.
Dumps like a
but
truck.
I guess I'm going to do it right now.
Well, I got to wait for it to pick up a bit.
Well, you're not doing the glizzy. You got to do this.
You don't know the where dumps like a truck comes from?
No.
BC.
No idea.
Dumps like a truck?
Come on, you
So
have
got
it,
a few
Brian. You
seconds.
know you have it.
Please come
Dumps
back.
like a truck.
Come on, BC.
Dumps like a truck?
Dumps
That's
like
a great
truck.
try.
Where's that from?
Dumps like a truck. Truck. That's like
Come on, BC.
But,
not
baby,
this
move your butt. But.
Yeah, don't know.
Taking it to the streets. See, that's a dump truck.
Oh, that was actually, I was startled.
You got hit by the dump truck.
I was because it was coming from that, and then all of a sudden it came perfect.
Oh, we double dumped you?
Oh,
Yeah,
it was a
double
bam,
dump.
bam.
Double dump.
Yeah,
it was a
double
boom,
dump.
boom.
It was excellent because it scared me.
Bang, bang. I really hope the YouTube got that because that was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
it
we're
was
keeping that
perfect.
part. We're keeping that part of the show.
If you're not looking on the
That part
YouTube,
doesn't
by
get
the
cut
way,
out?
we've got matching sweaters.
Oh, here it is.
It's coming back on the return.
Oh, is it?
Here it is.
Okay,
We're about to watch it. We're watching the
I'm
replay.
just-
We're watching the
I'm just
replay.
like trying to describe
Oh,
what's
it's
going
already,
on.
it already
Well,
passed.
rewind
Oh,
it.
it already passed.
Rewind it by 10 seconds.
Yeah, rewind.
Meanwhile, as they try to find the part on the YouTube, it's like the old network radio days where you would wait for the return down the satellite.
Yes.
Like those days. Tonight, it's Cowboys around 5:15.
Go Cowboys!
Exactly. Rams need that
All
help from the Cowboys. Producer Lindsay and myself will be here, and Producer Lindsay's got $1,000 cash to
Nice.
give away. So
Cash
get on
money.
down to the greatest sports bar on the planet, the 909 Sports Bar at Yaamava.
What do you, when you come to a casino, Mace?
Yeah.
Do you gamble at all?
I do.
Okay, what do you like?
I'm not a slots guy.
Okay. Lindsay Baseball's a slots girl. You know, she raids this joint every time she comes
I
here.
like any and all card games.
Okay, you like a little blackjack?
I love blackjack.
Want to play before we leave?
Yeah, sure.
We get on the table?
Oh,
the
get
two
on
of
the
us in
table.
our sweaters
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah,
That's
no,
a video
exactly.
right there.
Look what I got here, Lindsay. I got my Club Serrano
Oh,
card.
good job. Good
I
job.
got my
Corporate
Club
Greg.
Serrano card.
Probably got
I am
some
ready to go
free
hit
play.
those sleep.
You going to gamble
Nice.
today, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do a little gambling.
Lindsay and I have fun gambling and playing
Greg
the
is
slots.
very funny because I told him, I was like, you have to manifest your wins, you
Manifest
know?
destiny.
Have
Yep.
some positive
So
energy.
you do believe in
You
that?
get-
Oh,
You-
yeah.
Yeah.
It works. If you sit
Oh, I
there
believe
all
in it.
crabby and miserable, you're not going to, I don't know. I feel like you don't win. You don't give up a good vibe.
She said you got to get into it. You got to really enjoy it. So I was like, "Come on, this thing." And
Greg's
that's
like
amazing.
pressing
high-fiving
everything.
people.
Any video of that.
Yeah.
It is pretty funny.
So my great
It was
aunt Mary,
great.
my great aunt Mary. So Next Generation. She
Okay.
was a shill. Do you know what a shill is?
A shill, like where she like kind of like what Lindsay does for LeBron. Do you mean like that?
I mean, I've heard it for Kyrie.
Admittedly.
Yeah.
Admittedly.
So, no, a shill is somebody who sits in the casino and plays the slots just to make it look like there are a lot of people there. So her job, she got an hourly rate to go in and play the slots. All the winnings would go back to the house, but she was just there to make it look like it was crowded and active.
Really?
So
Lynch,
she
what's the
played
most-
every day. She did an 8-hour shift.
Wow.
9 to 5. I'm playing the slots.
Do you think
all
there
day.
are other shills sitting next to you?
No, we don't need them here.
We don't need shills
No,
here at
this
Yaamava.
place is full.
No, it's
You have to wait to get on the good slot. The ones that I like to play, I like the Buffalo Link
There's
one. That's my
Buffaloes
favorite.
everywhere, Mace. They're
Yeah.
everywhere on these games.
And like some of the newer ones, the seat will shake and it'll go Buffalo when you
What's
get a
the
bonus.
most you've ever taken from a slot machine here at Yaamava?
Like $3,000
$3,000 is good.
large.
on the
Recently?
$5 bet. Yeah, like through a month ago maybe.
Did they bring you the thing where you
Yep,
have to
you have
sign?
to get the hand pay. You come. What's funny is, so I won like 1,900, and while I was waiting for them to give me the hand pay for that one,
Yeah.
I hit the other one.
Oh, wow.
It was very funny.
Do
So
they
I-
still use the term loose slots because they're just computers now? Are they still loose?
Are they
No.
still? No, I think they're just computers. I don't think there's
Well,
such a thing
people
as loose
still
slots.
use that phrase, but you know.
You know who else
So-
is a big winner here at
Who?
Yaamava? Did
Who?
you know?
No.
Little Cappy right over there.
Oh, Lil Cappy?
Lil Cappy.
He always wins.
Lil
he ringing
Cappy
it
is
up?
a big winner.
I'm fighting with
Here,
Little
yeah.
Cappy.
I know there's like a
He
dude,
punched me on Thanksgiving.
oh my God.
Little Cappy
Tell me.
back.
Oh no.
Oh, no. You dusted off Scumbag. for
Wow.
him. That's rough.
In the meantime, Lil Cappy came out here to support on Thanksgiving, and now Lil Cappy reports to me that Morales is bullying him.
Because he punched me out of nowhere.
you are kind of bullying.
He blindsided me on Thanksgiving.
Cappy.
A holiday about giving and thanks.
Yeah.
He blindsided me while I was trying to eat turkey.
Yeah, Cappy, Little Cappy's very angry.
Lil Cappy hit you in the face?
He hit me in the face. And I had been so nice to him. I put my hand up there and everything earlier in the
You
day.
gave him the hand.
I gave him
You did, did you?
You want the dump truck again, Mason?
No, dump truck. No. Can I get in this one thing I wanted to get in?
Oh, yeah, about the
Because I
baseball
want there
thing?
to be a little bit of content.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think
Little
we've been
bit
doing
of
a pretty good job of
Go ahead.
content.
Yeah, we've been doing good.
Earlier,
Yeah.
especially.
Okay, so John Heyman, who's a baseball writer.
Love that guy.
Oh God, he's the
Who
worst.
does he work
Love that
for
guy.
again now? Because I feel like
He loves
New York Post.
New York Post.
does he? Okay.
So
Okay.
probably the fake.
So
no,
he
news media.
says that quietly Ohtani negotiations are going on, and there's wide speculation that he will announce where he's going and a deal will be done by the end of the winter meetings, which is Sunday the 3rd. So that's a week. Is that
No,
what-
that's
this
Sunday.
week.
That's
This Sunday.
That's this Sunday.
Because the Rams are playing
when,
the
It is
Braves.
Sunday,
when
yep.
do the winter meetings start? Monday?
Yeah, I think they start next Monday.
Okay, so
4th.
it's by the end
Yeah.
of the winter meetings.
Okay.
By the end of the. Okay.
What I think is interesting about
the
this
10th.
is, yeah,
Oh, the 10th
yeah.
is a Sunday.
Yeah.
So maybe by Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. John Heyman's saying so he won't sign until January.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Why are you down on Heyman?
Because he gets everything.
He
wrong.
does get
he does
stuff
get
wrong.
most things. Like
Yeah.
lately, he does not have a great track
Better
record.
be
No,
careful next
really
time you
bad.
bring him on the
Really,
show.
really
Where's
bad.
the Bobby?
Things
Bobby,
he's
the
gonna
other
say
guy?
about
He
you.
leads the league.
Oh, Bobby Knight. Hey, Steve. Hey, John.
He
Bob
leads the
Nightingale.
league in retracting his tweets. He retracts a lot of them. But no, this one I think is interesting because I think there are negotiations going on very quietly, and Ohtani wants to keep the lid on it. Remember, there are reports out there that if you leak that you talked with them, that you're going to lose out on them altogether. So it is unbelievably quiet, but there are probably negotiations going on right now.
What do you mean probably negotiations going on right now?
Well-
Are you saying probably with the Dodgers?
Well, sure. The Dodgers are one of the teams. I mean, I fully expect him to land with the Dodgers.
You do.
So do I.
Fully, 100%
expectation.
believe he's going to be a Dodger. Do you, Bergman?
So yeah, I fully believe that. I also think that they're going. I mean, right now I'm a Dodger fan that thinks that they're going to go completely all in and just spend a ton of money, which they don't normally do. But I think they're going to do it this year because of how bad it was last year.
So let's get
So-
Ohtani and Yamamoto.
Ohtani, Yamamoto, and trade for Dylan Cease
Yeah.
Yep.
Or Corbin Burns.
or Corbin Burns, or hey, let's just add Juan Soto too.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just have all of them come over.
Yeah, I'm all
This
for
is
that.
Get Blake
hashtag
Snell
future
also?
Dodger.
By the way,
You get Blake Snell too?
you're
No, I
Padres.
don't want Blake Snell.
What a sad thing you're Padres.
What do you mean? Which part?
Well, I mean, the not making the bills and the owner passed on, all that stuff is like heavy down there for them.
Well, you know, the owner was a guy who was all in.
Yeah.
You know how the Rams went all in and it actually worked for them?
Yep.
The Padres went all in last year, only no one really thought about it because while everybody was so focused on the Angels, and I think Johnny I called it malpractice. It's malpractice if they don't trade them kind of a thing,
Yeah.
you know? No one was paying attention to the idea that Blake Snell was about to win another Cy Young, and this was not necessarily the trade deadline. Josh Hader, their closer, is a guy that was in the final year of his contract, and Juan Soto only has like another year remaining. So Blake Snell's going to win a Cy Young and walk away.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw him this weekend in Seattle. He was ringing the bell as the 12th man at the Seahawks game.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
No.
right. I mean, yeah. So, and then I think it was the day before he was at the Washington State game, and he was doing some pregame ceremony.
Okay.
So
he's likely not going back to the Padres.
No. So, well, the spending spree is over.
Yeah.
They spent all that money.
They're going to go through some belt tightening.
Yeah, while the owner was alive, and the 63-year-old guy died.
Yeah, so sad.
So bad.
Yeah,
right?
went
and
for it.
Now everybody's like walking around going, who's running this joint?
Yeah,
and do we still have money to spend?
What's interesting about that is the Padres did not build through the farm system at all. They just went out and signed top-line guys. And I think there's a culture that develops when you've got guys that come up together, that improve their skills together, that are on minor league teams and ultimately on the Dodgers, and there's a cohesion and a continuity that exists that the Padres didn't have last year.
Totally agree. And that's how I feel about college football, by the way.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
everybody who tells me about going into the transfer portal and overpaying for quarterbacks because they're ready to move around the country, I'm like, no, man, you don't get it. If you don't have guys that are in their third and fourth years on your roster and you just sprinkle in some other guys, you have no cohesiveness. You have nobody who understands the school, the history, the tradition, the culture, etc. I feel that everything you just said about minor league baseball and building to the majors, that's how I feel about college football.
Let's do that. Matt Rule from Nebraska said something really interesting I want to do coming up.
Oh, really?
So Radio Tinder next.
Oh, it's Radio Tinder.
Oh,
Sorry.
darn
We'll
it.
do
I
the Matt
wanted to
Rule
hear
story.
much better, though.
I really wanted to hear that
Matt
tease. It
Rule
was good.
from
Yeah, it's good
Nebraska.
tease,
You
man.
hooked me in.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll do it coming up. In the
What
meantime,
time do you think?
we'll,
You got to complete a good tease.
yeah,
with
we'll
the
do it
time.
at 3.
3 o'clock.
3
That's what-
o'clock. Do it at 3.
2:45 is fine.
We'll do
Okay.
it at 3.
3. I said 3.
You did say
So wait,
that.
we're going to do Radio Tinder and Game of Games back to back. Don't you
No.
think that's a bit much?
Oh, that's like double dump
No,
truck.
Radio
Oh,
Tinder's,
dude.
Radio
Tinder's-
Tinder's now, and then Game of
Okay.
Games
I'll do
is
that.
at 3:15.
Perfect.
Get up.
I'll
Yeah.
double
we have
dump truck.
space. We have a half hour in
Yeah.
between.
Taking it to the streets.
All right, taking it to the streets.
Yeah. All right. We are live at
Getting dumped on.
Yaamava.
You guys are like tossing Mason around over here.
I don't know.
not
Like
look
a
happy.
You
He's our
get dump
boy
truck
toy.
like a rag doll.
He's our boy toy.
So we are live at Yaamava 909 Sports Bar. You want to get out here? It is me and Cappy and Corporate Greg and Lindsay Baseball and, of course, Morales.
What does that mean, of course?
Well, I mean, because you're always part of the package.
I am.
You are always part of the package. So we're here live. You're invited out here. And don't forget Thursday Night Football, Cowboys versus Seahawks. Lindsay Baseball and Morales will be here tonight for Thursday Night Football, giving away $1,000 in cash. So come on out. Radio Tinder's coming up next. Combo plate, 710 ESPN.
Prize Picks. Listen to me.
Yeah.
There are over 7 million people that are playing on Prize Picks. Do you know, Mace, I don't know if you know this or not,
I don't.
that we are, at 710, the number one most downloaded Prize Picks app of any sports radio station in America.
Really?
I swear to God.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah. Now, look, of course, we got 12 million people that we're broadcasting to every day in L.A.
Yeah.
Okay? But the thing is that when you get into the game, and that's what got me, when you get in, you're like, oh, my God, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take LeBron to score more than 25.5 points tonight, and I'm going to take Dak Prescott to pass for more than 285 yards tonight. I'm going to put those two together, and I'm going to make 3 times my money should both things come in. This past weekend, I was 5 for 5. All I needed was Dorian Thompson-Robinson to pass for one more pass, just one more pass attempt. He got hit on his 29th pass attempt, got hurt, never went back in the game, and I got 5 out of 6 rather than 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6 was going to be $10 for $250. Turns out it was $10 for $100. Look, get in the game at Prize Picks. Here's what I want you to do. Go to prizepicks.com/Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, prizepicks.com/Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. You make your first deposit, they match it 100% up to $100. So if you put in 100, they put in 100. You put in 20, they put in 20. prizepicks.com/Cappy. Get in the game at Prize Picks.
2:34 in the Southland on a Thursday afternoon. We are live from the 909 Sports Bar, Yaamava Resort and Casino. Corbin Gregg went to the restroom. I think he had to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think something was going on with him.
Yeah.
But he didn't have any of the 22-inch mega
No,
dog.
but he
think it
had
was
the
the smell,
spicy
though.
Kung Pao chicken.
Yes, that's
Oh.
true. He did have it.
Ouch.
That's going to get you every time. What are we doing here, Tinder?
Yeah, Radio Tinder
Radio
right now.
Tinder time. Hit the bed or whatever you got over there, BC.
Thanks, Christopher.
Oh, I haven't done the billboard.
I know.
Presented by our friends at Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala.
Always.
Founded in the city of Downey. Just like me, by the way, you can follow Lindsay at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Take it away, Lindsay.
Christopher.
There we go.
All right, guys. So earlier today, Sports Illustrated announced that Deion Sanders is their Sports Person of the Year for transforming Colorado's football program while breathing fresh life into the campus and the community. The announcement comes a week after Sanders and the Buffs dropped their sixth straight game to end the season at 4-8. This is an award, of course, that has been won by Muhammad Ali, Arthur Ashe, Billie Jean King, the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team. You know, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Sports Illustrated giving Coach Prime this award?
I do
Swipe
not.
left or swipe right, Mace?
Swipe left. I do not. The guy has won since October. I mean,
Oof.
really. And he's a charismatic figure, and I love what he's done. The over-under for wins in Colorado this year was 3. They won 3 early, right? They ended up going over, but just by a single game. Now, he has changed sort of the complexion of the way a football team is put together at the collegiate level and the charisma that can really ignite a program. But I think there are more deserving candidates out there.
Point of information before I give a right or a left. Is this actually SI giving it to him, or is this some artificial
Yeah, no,
intelligence
the robots
of some
gave
sort?
it to him.
Okay,
Yeah,
didn't know.
Their fleet of robots.
Wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm actually going to swipe right, and I love this call by Sports Illustrated to make Deion Sanders the Sportsman of the Year. Sportsman of the Year isn't who won the most. Sportsman of the Year isn't who won a championship. Sportsman of the Year, in my opinion, is who had the most interesting story. And for me, Deion Sanders going from Jackson State to Colorado, which I didn't understand at the beginning at all. Like, why is he going to Colorado? But then it came to light later on. It didn't matter where he went. He was just going someplace that had facilities and money and wanted to win. And he had America, in my opinion, captivated. And I will tell you, I watched more college football this year than I have in many years, and I give it all to Deion. Now, yes, it's true. Part of the fun of the story is they were so high, and then they completely fell off the map.
It lasted like 1 month. It wasn't even like of the year. It was like of October.
They went.
And by the way, I'm looking at the list of players.
Last year it was Steph Curry. The year before was Tom Brady.
It's always associated with championships.
Yes.
It's. I mean, if you go back, Brianna Stewart, WNBA Finals MVP, Naomi Osaka, U.S. Open champion, Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. It's always somebody that wins a championship, except in this case.
Okay, listen, I don't sit on the board to vote, so I don't know what the qualifications
Are you sure?
But
Because there could be a Scott Kaplan AI profile.
There
Yes,
could
there could
be.
be.
There could be, and maybe that's who Joe Fortenbaugh's mad.
Oh, come on.
Okay?
Oh God!
Seriously.
Why are you doing that?
All right.
Didn't
Well,
we have a
stop
conversation over there?
Stop
next
it.
week?
Come on, you can't.
We
like,
talked over it next
I know,
to the
but
Tai Chi
I know,
place
but
or whatever
I
it is.
can't be controlled all the time. I mean, come on. There's like a little bit on lack of self-control.
This is a Mason and Ireland time slot. They don't like to have fun.
What do you mean we
Stop.
don't
You don't like
to
to have fun? Mace, I thought you liked to have fun.
I love
Well, when
having
John's
fun.
not here, he
So,
does.
Cappy, you
I
didn't
got no
vote
problem.
yourself,
I got
but you
no
like
problem.
the move.
I
'cause
got
he's
no
your guy.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Coach Prime.
You're a big Dion guy.
We coming.
Good.
All right, well, speaking of college athletics, this is a good one. It's been an up and down season so far for the Louisville men's basketball program, but one of the positive developments has been the play from Tylar Johnson. I say that because his name is spelled Ty-Laur, so I can pronounce it.
Tyler.
So heading into last night's game, the Cardinals' point guard was averaging 9 points per game and a team-best 3.5 assists per game. So when the freshman stud only played 3 minutes in the first half of Louisville's game against Bellarmine, naturally, their head coach, Kenny Payne, was questioned in the post-game press conference.
You ready for this? I probably shouldn't tell you this. We didn't have the tights that he wanted, so he didn't know if he wanted to play. Oh, yeah.
What?
You heard it. We didn't have the tights that he wanted, that we've never had for him, and he decided, I don't feel like I can go. That's what young people do.
So totally threw the kid under the bus.
Yep.
would you handle the situation the same way that Coach Kenny Payne did? Swipe left or swipe right? Cappy, you go first.
God, that was hilarious.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, I'm such a pacifier. I'm such a middleman. I'm such a, like, I'm going to make it better for you.
Right.
Like, I probably would have been like, hey, listen, man, we'll have those tights for you next game, I promise. But can we just get it together tonight?
Yeah.
Right? And then after the game, I would have been like, yeah, just he didn't feel good tonight. Just didn't feel right.
So you would have covered for him.
Oh, for sure.
What?
Definitely.
I took little Cappy.
Where's this at? What school?
Louisville.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, kind of a big
Grab
deal.
his hand
Yeah.
for a second. Shake his hand.
Yeah, shaking his hand.
How do you like little Cappy, Mace?
It's
Little Cappy, by the way, is a puppet that I just captured from
Oh,
his
don't
owner.
say that in front
Captured.
of Cappy.
you can't.
I mean, I
No,
find
I
it offensive.
don't want.
I find it
I
offensive.
don't want the felt puppet petting me.
It's a nice puppet.
Yeah, it is a nice puppet. I have nothing against a little Cappy. I just don't like that felt feeling on my face.
You don't like that felt
No,
feeling?
I don't mind
the
the felt.
felt.
The
I don't
felt
really
feeling.
mind.
It bothers me.
What do you mean you don't mind? You're the one that got touched in the face during Thanksgiving.
Well,
and-
he punched me.
Oh, he punched you?
Yeah.
You know, little Cappy was arrested at the softball game.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I saw the video.
Great parenting, Cap.
What was my take?
Yeah, do you think that Kenny Payne should have thrown his player under the
No,
bus?
you don't throw it. Do it the Sean McVay way. I got to do a better job. It's all about me. I got to put kids and.
But the kid didn't play because he didn't have the right tights, which he said multiple times, which we've never had for him in the past.
Right. I mean, if you need tights, you need tights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the coach is right, though. This is what I'm dealing with, everybody. Like, I'm a coach. He's an 18-year-old prima donna already.
Right.
Okay? He was McDonald's All-American. He's a one-and-done kind of talent.
He gets to do anything he wants.
Hey, we got to pay him NIL money. So,
That's what I was going to say. Do you think that has something to do with it?
Right, so I got to suck up to the kid. Otherwise, he's going to hit the transfer portal or he's
Yep.
going to leave immediately for the NBA.
Yep.
But not this coach. This coach is like, here's the problem with young people. Bunch of little prima donnas.
See, I hate this is the problem.
Well, that's
with
what
young
he's saying.
people thing. Yeah, and you got to find a different way to. That is like old guy. I was talking to
That's what he
Ramon
sounded
about
like.
that. Old man, get off my lawn. I mean, it's times have changed. You got to relate to kids.
You got to
in a
find the
different way.
tights.
You got to find.
Gotta have the right
tights.
tights.
Kid
Get
can't
the
play
tights.
without
You got to have the
tights.
Nike tights.
Get them. Go on Amazon. I'm sure they've got them.
Yeah.
All right, last one here.
Yes.
A man has been denied bond after allegedly fatally shooting a Subway employee and injuring another over condiments. The store owner said that the shooting stemmed from a dispute about mayonnaise on his sandwich. He said that he had too much mayonnaise. The store owner said, quote, believe it or not, it was not too much mayonnaise on his sandwich. He decided to escalate the situation, and that's when all hell broke loose.
My God.
So
Seems like a fun story.
instead
Yeah,
of
no, it's
having you
fun.
guys swipe, what's the dumbest thing you've ever gotten in a fight about?
Well, Cappy about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, that's
It's so dumb he doesn't even
Unbeknownst to
you're
me.
not
remember.
supposed to bring it
I
up.
didn't even know what the fight was about.
That's true.
Dumbest fight. Probably the dumbest fight actually involves Shadana.
What happened?
Oh, yes,
texted
please
us,
tell the story.
You lost a friend?
It's the day that Sean McVay ended up on their show instead of our show, and I said he's supposed to be on our show.
And
Damn
it was a big deal.
And I stormed out of Supercross Talk at that time and said, "I'm done. I'm pissed off." Then Sedano goes off on me.
Goes
Yeah.
off.
I mean,
What'd he
like,
say about
just rips me. He calls me and Ireland the Petty Brothers. I mean, he goes on
Bringing
and
of
on and on.
age, it was bad.
And I texted Morales in the middle of it. I said, "You better stop this because you've just lost a friend."
Oh, really?
Legendary.
Yeah.
It was the only time somebody in management really yelled at me. It was our old program director, operations manager, Dan Zampillo. And he calls me. He goes, you got to stop this. I go, what do you want me to do? Why don't you get in here? He's like, you better stop it right now. And I said, or else what? And he hung up.
I always knew I liked Dan Zampillo. He was in there swinging for me. What about you, Cappy? Dumb fights.
Gosh, man, I feel like I get into dumb fights all the time
You
about
don't
stupid
say.
stuff.
It's kinda
Yeah.
your
Don't
act.
say.
I know. I mean, I didn't realize how many people I had on my pissed off list until earlier today when that guy wrote up that list. But yeah, I've got into a bunch of them. I almost got into one today over the phone, though.
Yeah.
You know, where I just felt like, hey, I'm trying to describe to you what the problem is here, Mr. Customer Service person, and you're kind of not really helping me, but I know I'm not actually really helping myself here
Right,
because I'm
right.
not really doing a good job. So, like, we just started to get snooty with one another.
Yeah.
Like, right away. Yeah. You know?
And then it went down?
And then I called Rachel, and she handled it all.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel.
She took care of it.
Morales, you must have plenty of stupid fights.
Not really. I only
No?
fight for purpose.
Really?
Yeah, your fights all,
There's a purpose.
you're fighting for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother and I once got in a huge fight. I was probably about 12, maybe. We were playing Monopoly, and he accused me of cheating. And so I body slammed him right on the Monopoly board.
Nice.
Money went flying everywhere. Nobody knew who had properties on which, or houses on what properties. It was a mess.
Do you still play Monopoly?
My brother and I enjoy it. We're like the only
Your brother
ones,
likes
though.
it, huh?
No,
Oh,
I
he-
love
He'll
Monopoly.
play with you?
My brother loves it, but his wife is like, I can't do it. It just takes way too long. It's like an hour, like 4 hours.
does take a
Plus, she
while,
probably
but
doesn't
It
want you to
is. If
slam
you
her.
play it to the end, it's long.
I did buy him like this new edition called Monopoly Go, where it doesn't have a lot of the intricacies, and it says that you can play a game in like 30 minutes, but it still takes.
Can we play Monopoly sometime?
Yeah.
You want
I
to
like
get
Monopoly.
slammed?
I
You want her
no,
to
I don't
slam
want to
you?
get slammed. But
She will slam
I'll
you.
body slam anyone.
She
no,
will
we should have like a
freaking-
Monopoly game with all of us.
Dude, she will belly to back souffle you.
I popped
Figure
my
for
brother
you?
one time. My mom and dad had gone away. I was probably 14 years old. My mom and dad had gone away, and I was watching my two brothers. So I'm supposed to keep everybody in line. So I get home from wherever, doing a shift at the grocery store, and I smell weed when I walk in the door.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
I
no.
go downstairs to the family room. There's my brother and Johnny Cunningham, and they are drinking. They got a case of Little King's Cream Ale.
Oh, man.
And they're smoking joints.
And how old are they?
They're 13.
Oh, man.
How old are
Yeah.
you?
I was 15.
Okay.
So I
lay
said,
down
you
the
got to
law?
get rid of all this stuff right away. And they wouldn't do it. So I popped my brother in the face and broke my wrist.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah, I
Really?
broke my wrist when I punched him.
What happened to his face?
Way more damage to my wrist than to his face. Yeah.
Did he go after you punched him in the face?
No, he took the weed and the beer and just went to Johnny Cunningham's house.
Oh, really? Johnny Cunningham's house, they were allowed to smoke weed and drink beer.
Apparently.
I guess so. And they don't get their asses kicked.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
All right, Radio Tinder made possible by our friends at Tequila Mandala. Of course, the holiday season is coming. And you want to give an amazing holiday gift, Mace?
Yes.
You know what you do? You give them a bottle of life-changing tequila. Available at all the high-end liquor stores. But if you go to a Bevmo or a Total Wine, you're going to have to go in there and say, listen, I want Tequila Mandala. Because the bottles are so valuable and beautiful.
They're beautiful bottles, yeah.
They a lot of times lock them up in the back.
I don't even want to open them. They're so beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you got to go up to the front desk or the manager and say, hey, sucker, I want Tequila Mandala, the extra añejo.
Yeah.
And give the gift.
What
of
does that
life-changing-
mean, extra añejo?
It's the añejo.
Oh, ask
extra.
Cappy
It's
about it.
aged
Yeah, it's
much
a little
older.
extra.
Do you know about it?
It's aged. Tequila's aged.
And then what's reposado?
That's the second level. So it goes blanco, reposado, añejo, and then extra añejo.
Does it get mezcali
No.
as you
no,
go up?
No, no.
mezcal's a different thing.
Different
deal.
thing.
Smokier.
Smoky.
This is sweeter.
Yeah, that's more savory. Mezcal is kind of like a savory flavor.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
drink it.
Anyway, give the gift of life-changing
Yes.
tequila. Tequila Mandala. As we say, the great Cartosian brothers, Heidi Wild over there, Beto Ibarra. We're friends of the radio station, proud partners this holiday season. Tequila Mandala, founded in the city of Downey.
Beautiful.
Just like me.
Awesome. All right, so I'm looking at the stories that break today, and one of them potentially affecting USC and that Matt Rule quote
Okay.
is very, very interesting. How much does a college quarterback cost? We'll do that coming up next. We are live at Yaamava. It is me, Cappy, Lindsay Baseball, Morales, and Corporate Greg. We are here until 3:30 when we will go to Lakers basketball, Lakers at OKC. And don't forget, Morales and Lindsay are going to be here all night tonight for Thursday Night Football, giving away cash. It is Cowboys, Seahawks. Go Cowboys tonight. It's all happening at the 909 Sports Bar at Yaamava. This is a very special combo plate on 710 ESPN.
The pursuit for back-to-back MLS Cups continues for the Black and Gold after the win in Seattle.
We're going back to BMO Stadium, baby, for the Western Conference Final.
Let's go at home. We're coming back. Coming back to BMO.
Golden Boot winner Denis Bouanga struck again with another game winner.
Denis into the 18. Denis racing in. Shot. Goal! Denis finishes it off. It's 1-0.
And on the other side of the pitch, it was Maxime Crepeau, who was the hero in goal for LAFC.
Save Crepeau again. Oh, Maxime with a fingertip save here in the 82nd minute.
The run for the repeat marches on this Saturday at BMO Stadium.
We're so excited to play at home. We're ready. Stay home. I'm ready. Yes. Let's go.
Pre-game coverage begins at 6 p.m. on the ESPN LA app. Vamos Black and Gold.
Vamos!
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Repeat that. Repeat that.
What was what did I say that was so
That was
wrong?
awesome.
What'd you say?
I said when I'm working with Cappy, I try to find stuff that'll be good for me and Cappy.
Meaning that he can't handle hardcore sports?
No. We did hardcore sports.
No, Cappy just looks up and goes,
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you,
I
dog.
just want everybody to be teed up.
Yeah.
Do their best.
Right. Softballs, man.
It is a Yaamava extravaganza at the 909 Sports Bar. Steve Mason, Scott Kaplan, Corporate Greg, producer Lindsay Baseball, Little Cappy the Puppet, and me. As we get you ready,
Little
we will,
Cappy
we
the
will go to the
Puppet.
Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off at 3:30. Lakers Thunder tonight. Coverage starts at 5 o'clock. You can hear it on 7:10 a.m. And, of course, now in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Meanwhile, this picture that ESPN LA just posted.
It
of
is such a beaut.
You, me, and Little Cappy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's legendary.
You know what? That reminds me.
Who
You know,
took that picture?
Framed. That should be
you know what
framed.
you need? You know what you need, Mace?
What?
You need a little Macy T-shirt.
Oh, a little Cappy Cap t-shirt?
Well, so everybody has one. Like, Lindsay, what's yours say? Yours says
I forget.
like sassy
I
Cappy?
haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, no, it's in the office. And Morales is, I'm trying to remember what
Scrappy
his
Cappy.
Scrappy
Yeah,
Cappy?
right. I'm Big Cappy.
You're big.
You are
Little,
Big Cappy.
Little
That's Little
Cappy's got
Cappy.
the shirt, Little Cappy.
Yeah.
I think Beto's got Mexicappy.
Oh, Mexicappy's good. Yeah. Does Bergman have one?
He needs one.
I do not
No,
have
I think he does.
Yeah?
I think he does.
Corporate Cappy?
Corporate Cappy's pretty good.
That works.
Everybody's got a Cappy nickname.
Yeah. it's
And
nice.
you need one.
Cappy Nick. I'm all for it.
Macy Cappy?
I'm here for it.
Macy
Macy
Cappy?
Cappy's good.
That sounds kind of like
Macy Cappy?
that sounds like Mace. I don't. You know.
No, I don't.
It seems a little.
I know. It does seem a little weird. I was like watching that show last night with Gail King and Charles Barkley.
Oh, how
was it?
was that? I didn't see it.
I got to be honest. I only watched a little bit.
Well, what they
is a
talk
little bit?
about?
I
Did
watched
they do
5 minutes.
politics?
5
It was.
minutes,
They were. I'm trying to remember the subject matter. It was so like to me, Gail was so overwhelming to Charles.
Yes.
That Charles was sitting there like, when it's me and Shaq and Kenny and everybody, and it's just the guys, and we're all just laughing it up. Like I'm very comfy. It seemed like Gail was overwhelming him last night. Like
was it
she felt
super-
like she had to carry the show.
Was it super newsy?
No, I only tuned in for a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? They were talking. I couldn't even remember the subject matter. That's how.
Boy,
I-
that's
I-
really not a good review.
No,
of
it
the
wasn't
show.
a
I
good
don't
review
even
at all.
remember what the hell they
It
were
wasn't.
talking about.
I swear to you, I couldn't even remember right now.
Do you know what it's called?
I think it's called King Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah, King Charles.
Gail King,
Charles,
King Charles. Yeah,
Barkley.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were better when, but
LeBron James would be upset.
But I'll tell you this: I saw them earlier in the evening on Anderson Cooper because I tuned in. I said, you know what? The game's over. I want to go see what's going on in the news.
So they did a little sneak preview.
They did this preview where Anderson Cooper was interviewing the two of them, and Gail was doing all the talking. And I was like, ooh, this is weird for me that Charles
Well,
isn't
maybe
doing any of
it'll
the talking.
loosen up over time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
remember when you started with us in the afternoon? You were
Right.
horrific.
Yeah, you were stiff at
right,
the beginning.
horrible.
He literally told us in a meeting, I can't keep up with the pace.
Yeah, I don't
and now
remember
look,
that meeting,
He's
but-
the star.
Yeah.
No, and now you're on the show.
Now, hey.
I mean, it literally could be called The Cappy Show, period.
I
And then we're all just part of the
couldn't agree
cast.
more.
oh, I don't know if
couldn't
that's
agree
true.
more.
That's not really true.
No, you're scared that it's going to become a bit now.
That's not really
and
true.
Sedano's going to blow your
Oh,
toe.
yes,
Yeah,
Sedano
no.
will
He
lose
will
his mind.
blow you up.
He'll be
Like, no,
off air,
don't say that.
Sedano will be like, hey, this whole Cappy Show thing, not funny.
The Cappy Show.
In fact,
Kill
why
that.
don't we change the
The
imaging
Cappy
from-
Show with
Why don't we change
George
the imaging
Sedano.
for Monday? The Cappy Show.
If you do that, it'll be.
Cappy Show.
Do it for tomorrow.
That's a good point. Oh, that seems like a lot of work.
He will lose his mind.
Yeah. But you should do it for Monday. That would be very funny.
Now, weren't you talking about the Nebraska football coach?
Yes. So Nebraska football coach is named Matt Rule. He's very quotable. Like he's the one who did the "if we die, we die." He did that leading out of the locker room.
Come on, no, he did.
Did we ever figure out what
if
movie
we
that's
die,
from?
we die.
If we
That's
die, we
exactly
die.
what he said.
Oh,
Let's play it one more time, Brian.
If we die, we die.
That's
really?
him at the end of a "Let's go get him" speech.
Okay, all right.
So they're complaining about the quarterback situation at Nebraska. They went 5-7 this year, and he said this at a press conference yesterday: "Make no mistake that a good quarterback in the portal costs, $1 million to $1.5 million to $2 million right now. Just so we're all on the same page. Let's make sure we understand what's happening. There are some teams that have $6 or $7 million quarterbacks playing for them."
Okay. That seems right.
Now, in this world, it is not a level playing field. Nebraska probably doesn't have the NIL money that Alabama has or Georgia has or USC has or any of the other big schools, Ohio State, Michigan. So there is an unbalanced, an unlevel playing field right now in college football.
Seems that way. But, listen, anybody who's old school, I consider myself kind of that way.
Yeah.
Anybody who's old school that's like, wow, man, I really think that all this money and paying these players these NIL contracts, I think it's going to create all kinds of classification systems where one guy's making $7 million a year and he's got a penthouse apartment and he's got a fancy car and all the other guys on the team are pretty much living on their scholarship.
Wait a minute. That sounds like real life.
What does that sound like?
That sounds like real life. Some people have really nice houses and drive nice cars. Some people don't have nice houses and don't have some people make a lot of money. Some people make a little money.
Yeah.
So it's just like life.
Right, but here's the issue, is that you're a team. Okay?
Correct.
And like in an NFL team, the guy who's making the least amount of money is being paid, and the guy who's making the most amount of money is being paid. And depending on how you perform or where you are in your career, where you were drafted, et cetera, you're still getting paid.
Right.
The college players, there's going to be these teams where the quarterback is getting all the money and no one else is, and it just to me, as just my own opinion, I think it creates a problem. And so what this coach is talking about, how the big schools will have the money to recruit.
Correct.
That's a huge problem for everybody else around college football other than the teams that have the money. And by the way, this happened a couple of years ago when Jimbo Fisher was still the coach at Texas A&M.
Right.
He made a comment about Alabama saying that they buy their players.
Yes.
And subsequently what's happened is Texas A&M was trying to buy their players, and it actually didn't work.
Didn't work at all.
Just like in pro sports. You try and buy a championship, it doesn't really work.
Right. It can. But, I mean, if you look at even Georgia has got guys coming through the transfer portal. Everybody, it's not as though teams are, I'll use the term homegrown. Mm-hmm. They don't necessarily come up through the program. And, like, for example, Duke's starting quarterback, Riley Leonard, has entered the transfer portal. Mm-hmm. He's a really good quarterback.
Yeah. Well,
I know where I would go if I was Riley Leonard.
Where's that?
Hello, Lincoln Riley. What are we doing next year at quarterback?
Yeah. I don't like that.
Why not?
Because it worked last year for Caleb Williams and USC to turn their entire thing around and win 11 games, and he won the Heisman Trophy.
Right.
But the fact is, they didn't win anything, and they lost in the bowl game because they kind of looked like a team that just didn't care.
Well, who cares about?
You know where it also worked? It worked for Oregon and Bo Nix.
Yeah, Oregon, Bo Nix.
Didn't Shedeur Sanders transfer
25
also?
years old. Shedeur transferred.
What is? But has everybody won? Did I miss something?
Well,
Bo Nix is unbelievable.
Winning.
You might win the Heisman Trophy.
He's having a great year. And Caleb did last year. What I'm getting
who
at is,
Jaden Daniels is? He's quarterback for he transferred from Arizona over to the SEC, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in.
So great. But all I'm saying is that if I'm USC, you had this introduction to Lincoln Riley, and he brought his quarterback with him. And in year one, they won the Heisman Trophy.
Yes.
But the team did not win anything.
Well, they had defensive issues and lost twice to Utah and all that stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
What I would do.
Arizona State to LSU, by the way.
Great. What I would do, and by the way, guys transfer all the time. I mean, I just saw Keaton Slovis put out a thank you to BYU. My man went
Keaton Slovis was everywhere.
Dude, he went
He's
from
gone to a lot of
USC
places.
to Pitt, and from Pitt maybe to somewhere else, and then to BYU. I mean, and then even the kid before him. What was the kid's name at USC that transferred?
JT Daniels went to Georgia.
And then to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Right? So these guys, this transferring has become so easy now.
Well, yeah, you just transfer.
Right, that's it. I mean, it used to be you have to sit out a year. Nobody has to do that anymore. All I'm saying is that I don't love all this NIL stuff because there's this assumption that the big schools will always have more money.
Yeah.
Alabama is a big school. Georgia's a big school. They're the SEC. People pump money into those programs.
Sure.
It hasn't really paid off yet for USC. What I would do if I were USC.
Well, you can't say it hasn't paid off. They did go 11-2.
Right, and then what did this year?
And then the bowl game.
What this year?
And
do?
he didn't play.
I mean, but I mean, what they need is more players through the transfer portal.
DJ
They
Uiagalelei went to Oregon
defensive
State.
players to come through the portal.
And here's why so many of these guys transfer. Mostly because they're not playing.
Correct.
Like Uiagalelei, is that how he says his name?
Uiagalelei.
Yes, him. He was supposed to be the star at
Of Clemson?
and it didn't work out for him.
That was
and
the
so he
offense.
left. You know what I mean?
again. Do
But
it
what's
again.
wrong with that?
No.
If
Dante
that kid-
Moore
if-
is leaving UCLA.
If that kid can
Big-
go
why?
to a better situation, why do you not want him to go to a
because
better
Chip Kelly
situation?
shat him down for a terrible Ethan Garbers.
Right, and that gets back to the whole quote we were talking about earlier from the coach down at Louisville.
Yeah.
That the player didn't want to play because he didn't have the right tights. You have to be so careful. If you bench a quarterback who's a 5-star freshman quarterback, guess what? He's leaving.
Yeah.
He's been insulted. His ego has been bruised. He's out of here.
By the way, 3 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
There you go. All right, coming up, let's. I know what we haven't talked about today.
What have we not? What's that? Oh, right.
What? What happened?
Aaron Rodgers.
He has a Yaamava.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yaamava here.
He's out there
Thank you.
throwing
Yaamava
around,
here.
doing all that stuff. I think Dan Lebitard's absolutely right.
Okay.
We'll do that coming up next. We are live at Yaamava. It is me, Cappy, Corporate Greg, Lindsay Baseball, and, of course, Chris Morales.
I don't know how you're going to say it like that.
Of course.
What do you mean? The
course,
package
Chris Morales.
always includes Chris Morales.
Of course.
And we are here till 3:30. Then we're going to go to Lakers basketball. Sliwa will have the pre. Lakers are at OKC. By the way, Ireland will be back tomorrow. We'll do a regular show tomorrow with Ireland. But in the meantime, money tonight being given away, $1,000 here at Yaamava, the 909 Sports Bar. Lindsay Baseball and Morales will be here for Thursday Night Football, Cowboys versus Seahawks. We are live at Yaamava,
You're damn
710
right we are.
ESPN.
You're darn right we are. And by the way, you know what you didn't mention?
What?
Is that besides Thursday Night Football tonight, can we watch the Laker game as soon as we get off the air? or
yeah,
what?
of course we
so
can.
this is why it's such a great place to be. I see the circle of trust. The general has come out. The general's in the house. Lil Cappy's in the house with Tommy.
Beto 1099.
Beto 1099. Of course, you can't have a Thursday night here at Yaamava without Beto. I'm telling you, man, it's great. Everybody come on out. We're having a great time, and Lindsay's going to give away that $1,000, $250 per quarter here at the 909 at Yaamava Resort and Casino.
LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN, home of hashtag funny people.
Yeah. If I were seeing me, okay, I'm not encouraging anybody else to do this, but if I were seeing me, I would be making a lot of Kool-Aid Man jokes right now. Just saying.
Like this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
Actually, exactly like Freeman.
That's what he asked for. I'm doing the Freeman.
Look like a car wash.
Oh, no, it's out of the car wash.
It's the guy at the
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Oh, yeah. Come on now. You know what's about to happen.
Dump truck.
Dump truck time. Oh, yeah. Come on, Mace. Oh, yeah.
Wow, he's just,
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
That's a full dump truck. Right? That's not a half dump truck. That is a full.
I
You have
feel
no
like
idea
a
what
crash
happened.
test dummy.
This all happened, Mace. The dump truck started to come out.
Yeah.
Went in reverse. Beep, beep, beep,
Oh,
beep.
yeah,
One of those
yeah.
deals. It all happened at Black Gold one afternoon.
I dump truck Cappy.
Wait.
He went flying into the wall.
Right. And you know what? Maybe even the genesis was even pre. Where were we by Angel Stadium that day? We were doing a broadcast from like a Mexican restaurant right by Angel Stadium. A couple years
Solita.
So, and dude, oh man, Sedano started dump trucking me.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Well,
he
he's
started,
got junk in the trunk, too. Not like me, but he's got it there.
yeah, and he started dump trucking me because he was trying to make an example of how he was going to go to the rim on me. And
Oh,
he
really?
started
So
putting
he's,
dump
like,
truck-
body you up.
pushing me back.
Yeah.
But then Morales at Black Gold dump trucked me.
Yo, your boy.
That was too much dump truck.
Too much.
Well, it's not my
The
fault.
truck was too big.
Too big
There
a
was
truck.
too big a dump.
7 minutes after 3 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon.
Where at?
Yaamava Resort
Yeah.
Casino, the 909 Sports Bar, an extravaganza. Macy, Cappy. Macy. Well, that was
Macy,
weird.
what?
Macy Cappy.
Cappy. Corporate correct producer Lindsay. We'll count you down 3:30. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip off. Lakers Thunder 5 o'clock. You'll hear it on here on 7:10 a.m. and in crystal clear digital audio on the all new ESPN LA app.
Okay. Bergman, I want to register.
It's over. Make sure
Oh,
to take
yeah.
that. Make sure to
Stop
take the
referring to it.
Oh, my God.
It's just.
He's
stop
looking right
referring
at you
to it.
now.
Yeah.
Move
All
on.
I said
was Seahawks over.
That's
all I said.
That's all you say. Yeah, but we looked up and then
You looked up.
All right, I'm
friend
going
of
to make a
ours.
bet tonight on the
Okay.
4-leg parlay for
Okay.
tonight. Lakers.
Okay.
Thunder.
Okay.
Lakers Thunder
Another
over
parlay.
2.
You're so smart with these parlays.
By the way, I think I'm not going to be negative, but this is a tough putt for the
Lakers
you
are
would
gonna
you would
win tonight.
assume a loss. I'm assuming
No.
they are they're not favorites.
No,
Right.
Lakers
No,
gonna win
they're
tonight.
down. They're 6-point underdogs right now.
They're gonna
That
win.
makes sense.
So I'm going to go Lakers Thunder over the 228.5, SGA over 5.5 assists, AD over 13.5 rebounds, and come on, LeBron. I know he'll take the threes, but will he make them? I'll say over 2.5 threes.
Oh, yeah, I like all those plays.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you
send it
guys
to
right
you.
now, I honestly am telling you, the Lakers will win tonight.
Really?
Because,
You feel
yes,
that?
I do. Because last year, how many times did Oklahoma City beat the Lakers? Like 4 times? I mean, I really have to go back and look, but it seemed like they played them a bunch, and they beat. Like it seemed like Oklahoma City beat them every single time. They were younger, they were faster, they were hungrier, etc. I feel like the Lakers. Yeah, last night, nice win, okay, but it's against a terrible team. I mean, honestly, the Lakers win last night against Detroit was comparable to the Rams win against Arizona. Let's not all get crazy about a win over a terrible team.
No.
You know, now if the Rams were to win this Sunday,
Yeah, that's news.
and you're seeing all the reports now, because, you know, this all took place
Oh,
yesterday.
that's right.
Is Myles Garrett going to play? Do you know,
I
Lindsay?
think he's supposed to play. I think, Joe Flacco, everyone is now assuming that he's going to play because he's doing media.
Flacco is
So, of course, he's going to
QB1.
start.
Look at this headline right here, Mace. Go ahead and read that.
Browns OC Alex Van Pelt Wednesday practice showed Joe Flacco has a lot left in the tank.
What's he supposed to say? He's supposed to say, man, he's pretty terrible. We're going to throw him out there
We
anyway.
just grabbed this guy off the couch, and we're hoping
We don't
for the best.
expect much
Well,
from him.
Here, read this quotation right here from Browns offensive coordinator Alex
This
Van
one?
Pelt. Yes, sir.
Okay. If you put it on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd say he's a 5. His ball flight is his velocity on the ball at every level of the field is very impressive. He threw some balls on the scout team last week, and the guys in the back were kind of fired up.
What if you put it on a scale
Wait,
of 1
I was
to 10?
going to say, yeah, it's kind of interesting that he used a scale of 1 to 5 and
Only
said it
goes
was
to
a 5.
Only to 5.
Right.
This one
I've
goes to
never
11.
heard of that
but-
before.
only
No,
to
I
5.
haven't either. 1 to 5. It should be 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Right? That
So
would
it's a
be
5 out of
basic.
10.
So I feel like it's
See,
nuanced.
I think what it is he meant 10, and Joe Flacco's a 5. Joe Flacco is a 5
think
on a
he's a
scale
10?
of 1 to 10.
That's too bad.
Listen,
Are you
sometimes you
excited
can
about
get-
Flacco, Lindsay? You're the Cleveland homer.
Cleveland alert.
Yes, because that is my home.
Yes,
So
no,
there.
exactly. No, I'm a homer.
Are
for
you
the
going to
Flyers.
the game on Sunday?
I don't know yet.
Wait, hold
do
on.
it.
Did you just ask her if she's going to the game?
Yeah.
And you said you don't know yet?
I'm supposed to be going to the game.
Why would
Oh,
you
okay.
not
The
go?
same situation. I figure out, tickets are expensive.
They are
I thought you already got
expensive,
your
yeah.
tickets.
Yeah, you have
No.
you have some tickets. I thought.
So there's a lot going on this weekend between the Lakers and the Rams, I do
NLAFC.
yes, I do have some tickets, so I'm most likely going to the game, yes.
What do you
Good.
think of Flacco, though?
I think that, what else are you going to do? He's better than nothing. I was saying 2 weeks ago, like, you got to sign somebody because you can't keep rolling P.J. Walker out there. And now DTR's hurt or he's got a concussion.
Yep.
You cannot go back to P.J. Walker. And Joe Flacco actually doesn't, like, turn the ball over a ton. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. I know he's had a couple fumbles. Like,
Dude, he's fresh.
Yeah, but, you know.
Joe Flacco's
He's very fresh.
Hey,
Off the couch.
it's better
He's
than
on
what
the-
they
off the
got
couch.
right now. It's better than what they have right now.
Yeah.
Listen, on a Saturday night, you probably don't want a 5, but on a Sunday night, you can get through it with a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
with you.
it's 5, sure. Sunday
Yeah.
night, I absolutely.
Sunday night,
say
Tuesday
yes.
night, 5s are fine.
Right, exactly.
But this was yesterday when we had McVay on.
Yeah.
You know, you threw me under the bus.
Oh,
How did I throw you
You mean
under
when
the bus?
McVay was amazing because Sedano was doing it with him?
Oh, God.
So when you told McVay
That's
that,
what Sedano texted us all.
Yeah, I mean.
I wasn't listening, and I'm in a meeting, and my
I don't
phone's
even.
blowing up.
I have Sedano blocked on my text message.
you blocked Sedano?
I blocked Sedano.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. You know why?
No, you
No, I
didn't.
don't. Why?
He lost a
Because
friend.
why? What is he?
Because he lost a
Is
friend.
he? Is he also?
I'm kidding.
Is he like me?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Starts with a P?
Oh, God. If you were listening earlier, you know what we're
Oh
laughing about.
God! I still don't know what the hell.
Okay, so real quick, how are we on time, Bergman? What's
I don't know what time it is.
Since we were
3:12
talking
is
3:12,
quarterbacks,
so you should probably be breaking pretty soon.
okay?
weren't
Yeah,
you tell
to
us
go to-
about
to
Aaron
go to game
Rodgers?
again.
though?
No, yeah. Let's do Aaron Rodgers real quick. So Aaron Rodgers back in the
not
field.
hurt.
I think the fact that he is on the field right now and has been cleared. He's still a couple of weeks away or isn't in football shape or whatever it is. The fact that he's up and walking around adds credence to the fact that that Dan Le Batard suggested that it was made up. The injury was less serious than we were led to believe. Do you think that?
No.
You don't?
No.
You think he's legit come back from a torn Achilles in 10 weeks?
79 days. He's back on the field, and it'll be 100 days by the time he would be theoretically cleared to play.
Right.
Okay. So 100 days. That seems like ridiculous, of course, right?
Yes.
Because everything you know of an Achilles tear means you're probably looking at a legitimate 12 months.
Yes.
Looking at a full year's recovery. Well, I don't know the severity of the injury. I mean, is there a 1 to 5? You know, and
I don't know.
5 is
Check
the
with
worst,
Alex.
and 1 is the second. I don't know, 1 is the last. But
in other words, I don't know if there's such a thing as like a grade 2 tear or a grade 1
So like, is there like complete tear, he's screwed 12 months, or, oh, you know what, little tear, can't play on it, we can fix it and he can hurry up and get
Okay,
back.
that adds to that's the Le Batard conspiracy, that it wasn't completely torn.
Well, I don't know if it was
that
or
the
it wasn't.
injury wasn't as severe as we were led to believe, and that's why he's out on the field right now.
Well, he's still the bottom line is that the injury will have kept him out like 16 weeks. When
well,
it's all
guys
said and
are
done.
out for a year on an Achilles.
But this is Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, come on.
Now, wait a second. I have a
Human
question.
like everybody else.
Okay, but wait. I have a-
38-year-old Aaron
But
Rodgers.
wait, let me ask one question.
Clear.
Let me ask one question.
Yeah, ask.
If this exact thing was happening with LeBron, would you guys all question the severity of the injury? Or would you say LeBron's superhuman, LeBron has access to the greatest medicine, the greatest doctors in the world, LeBron works harder than everybody, LeBron is willing to try experimental, alternative, holistic medications, et cetera, et cetera. If this were LeBron, would you guys be questioning it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If he came back that fast?
That was a big
You weren't
setup.
expecting it.
That was a big setup right
If
there.
LeBron came back from an Achilles tear in 10 weeks, yes.
In 100 days.
In 100 days,
You know why?
yes.
You know why? Because Kobe did it, and he did not come back.
No,
in 10 weeks.
Well, that was then.
Kobe himself tried to do it.
But that was then. That was
But
years ago.
You think that he doesn't
There's been
have
medical
advances?
advances.
Sure, it's the same doctor. If I'm incorrect, but I believe it's the same doctor.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
And that's why would it work so much better for Aaron Rodgers than Kobe?
Medical advances, number one.
Sure.
And Aaron Rodgers' willingness to go in a more holistic route rather than a pure pharmaceutical route. I'm
Well, I
just making
didn't-
stuff
And
up.
the wear,
so-
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's
the
a
wear and tear
pharmacy.
on those muscles. Kobe's a basketball player. Aaron Rodgers is a football player. It's a different wear and tear on those
I mean,
muscles.
the way that you move around in the pocket and are bouncing
But like
around,
Kobe,
and
he
still,
82
literally
games
gets
a year.
tackled and hit
all the
Yeah, but
time.
he hasn't getting hit like that anymore.
Plus, by the way, he may
Well,
not
when
come
he was
back.
in Green Bay,
I
he
don't
did.
think he's got.
Yeah,
I
he
mean, the
did.
Jets are 4-7. I think it would be stupid for him to
Of
come
course.
back anyway.
But it adds to his story. And it makes him
That's the most important thing to him is to
Hey, get in here.
a guy, even if he doesn't make it back, it makes him look like a guy to his teammates like, this guy tried to do everything he could do, and next year, assuming he's healthy, hey, everybody, you saw how I worked for you to
Yep.
try and get back. Now all you guys work for me like this, including the organization.
So let me ask you: if you were the Jets, would you put everything into Aaron Rodgers again next year?
Yes.
Because what you have him this year and it didn't work out.
Well, you have to.
And if he gets hurt again, you lose a whole nother year again.
No, you go back to Zach Wilson. He's awesome.
Oh yeah, he's really good. He's little Zachy Wilson.
Little Zachy's not even starting anymore.
No,
He
he's
lost
now
his
third
starting
string.
Little Benchy Wilson.
What's the new guy?
I don't know who the guy is.
Plum. His name is.
I don't think
Plum
his name
or
is
something?
Plum. Is it
No.
Plum?
I think it's Plum.
I
Not Peach?
forgot
His
his
quarterback Plum.
Not Peach, not Plum,
Yeah, I
like a
think
piece
it's
of bubble
Plum.
gum.
I bet you it's something like Plum.
Supersonic.
Look it up, Bergman. It's something like Plum.
I forget what the guy's name is.
Supersonic.
now. Tim Boyle.
You know that song?
Boyle, Plum.
Plum, boil. I mean, it's really the
Plum
same
boil.
thing. I mean,
Plum
come on.
boil.
You guys know what I meant.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to do some game of games. It is Lindsay's game today.
Ooh.
If you are listening right now, you're on the freeway, you're in the vicinity of Yaamava, you want to get here, live show till 3:30. Then you can watch the Lakers game. They're playing OKC tonight. You can hear that, by the way, on 710 ESPN and on the ESPN app with John Ireland and Michael Thompson. And then later on tonight for Thursday Night Football here at Yaamava, it's Chris Morales and Lindsay Baseball giving away money. So Yaamava, the place to be right now, 710 ESPN.
But first,
let me talk
Turn
about
on your mic.
course.
This isn't
I
medium
turned it-
mark.
I
You turned
turned it
his
off.
mic
I
off?
turned
Keeps
it
turning my
off.
mic
That
off.
was my fault.
Very medium
I
mark.
hate that's
I'm
medium
sorry.
mark.
Very medium
This ain't
mark.
Toledo or San Diego.
Come on, man.
Mr. Small Market.
Come on,
Go
dude.
ahead.
All right, let me talk about Coors Light because here's what's going to happen. At 5 o'clock when the bar opens here at Yaamava, that's the first thing we're going to order is an icy cold Coors Light on draft. On draft. Because I'm telling you right now, when you get that draft beer and you look at that Coors Light and you see the color and you see the bubbles and then you take that sip and it's ice cold and it's crispy and you know what else it is?
Refreshing.
That's right.
Well, I
Thank
didn't
you.
know it was
Turn
coming.
on your
I'm sorry.
mic.
Well, I didn't know
Turn
you were.
on.
I didn't know you were throwing
Yes,
it to
of
me.
course I am. When I
we
say
always do this
crisp
bit.
and cold,
I say refreshing.
refreshing. That's exactly
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Icy cold Coors Light, keeping Southern California chill all season long.
LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN, home of hashtag funny people.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets?
Yes.
We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
.320 live from Yaamava, the 909 Sports Bar. Mace, Cappy, Corporate Craig, producer Lindsay Baseball. Game of games time presented by CallJacob.com. Take it away, Mace.
All right, it's time for Game of Games. And Bergman, what's our score? It's the last day of the month.
Last day of the month, Worth 2, Bergman 6, Cappy 4, Brian 4, Mason 3, Ireland 3, Andy 1, Jacob 1, Sedano 1, Morales 1. So I cannot lose the month. It can be tied.
But even Cappy could tie.
Cappy can tie the month.
Okay.
And Brian can tie the month. It's only Brian and Cappy that have a shot.
Okay, it's Lindsay's game today. Lindsay, what do we got?
All right, we're going to do a quick round of podcasts, real or fake.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the name
bad.
and descriptions of a podcast, and you're going to tell me if it's real or fake. Very
Okay,
simple.
got it.
All right, number 1, Step by Step. 2 hosts argue that every song written by Creed frontman Scott Stapp was influenced by the 90s sitcom Step by Step. Is that real or fake, Mace?
So specific. I'll say it's real.
All right.
Let's go to Brian.
I think that's real, too.
Okay.
Cappy.
I'm going to go fake.
Bergman.
Yeah, I mean, who would do that?
Step by
Fake?
Step
Yes,
was a
it was
terrible
it was,
show.
no, it was a great show.
I thought it was a terrible
I
show.
love
Love
that
that
show.
show.
I love
That was
that
the
show.
Patrick Duffy, Suzanne.
Yeah. Love that
that was
show.
amazing. I'm going fake.
All right. Morales?
Fake. Sorry, I'm looking at the video of the dump truck.
Mason and Brian got it right. It's real.
Damn it.
Real podcast.
Wow.
Step by step.
Somebody has way too
How
much
could
time
you?
on their hands.
Way
even
too
know
much
how you
time.
do that.
Watching too much.
Can you take me higher?
What was the middle girl's or the little girl's name? She was
I forget all of their
Not
names.
created by
All right.
prison.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2.
gorgeous.
Infinite Jesters. Follow the journey of 2 men who spent years attempting to read Davis Foster Wallace's encyclopedic novel, Infinite Jest. Is that a real or fake podcast?
Brian.
That's
Brian.
fake.
Morales.
Real.
I'm going to say it's real. Cappy.
I'm also going to say it's real.
Bergman.
I'm going fake.
Brian's the only one who got it right. That's fake. Oh, wait. Greg,
Bergman
you
got
said
it
fake.
right, yeah.
Brian and Greg got it right.
Yeah,
So
Brian.
Mason has 1, Greg has 1, Brian has 2.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, he can't win.
Let's go. Come on.
You can't win,
5
Brian.
minutes is what we've got, people. 5 minutes.
All right, next one. The Pen Addict. Friends talk about pens and writing accessories on this weekly podcast that's been running for more than 5 years. Is that real or fake?
Cappy.
Real.
Bergman.
Real.
Morales.
Fake.
I'm going to go fake. Brian.
I'm going to go real.
It is real.
Hey!
I don't like this game.
That's fascinating.
Brian's taking a commanding lead
And
here. He has 3.
just one writing
Well,
utensil.
okay, he has 3. Greg has 2.
And Cappy
Mason,
has.
1.
I have 1.
Cap, 1. Morales, yet to scratch.
Okay.
To be
All right.
clear, it's just my opinion, not an official report.
Right. That's right. Just an opinion, not a report.
All right, next.
You are hilarious.
Number 4.
I am, yeah, thank you.
This week in Parasitism, a podcast
What?
about eukaryotic parasites.
What does eukaryotic mean?
I don't know, but
Are we
Hold
sure
on.
that's how you say it? Because
No.
that could change my answer.
Hold on.
EUKARYOTIC.
Oh, that changes everything.
Eukaryotic
Cappy, real or fake?
Fake.
parasites.
Morales.
Hold on.
Real or fake? You know,
I'm going to go real. I just looked up eukaryotic.
You're Googling.
No, I Googled eukaryotic.
Brian.
Fake.
Bergman.
Real.
I'm going to go real.
It is real.
Hey, all tied up, Brian.
Darn.
Brian and Greg with 3, Mason right behind with 2. Number 6, there's a nap for that. It reviews a nap each episode, from power naps to cat naps to coffee naps to wet naps.
Wet
Is that-
nap? Wait, well, what's a wet nap?
You know,
I
like
get.
a-
I know something.
Yeah, you didn't know?
Oh, jeez.
That's different. Usually,
Different-
when you're
that's a
younger.
different kind of
It's usually
wet
when you're younger.
All right,
Okay.
that one
No,
real
so
or
every once in a
fake?
while.
Real or
Yeah,
fake,
right,
Bergman?
happened.
That's
Normal
fake.
biology.
Kaplan.
Fake. Oh, sorry, fake.
Real.
I'm
Cappy,
gonna
which
say-
one is it? You said both.
Real.
No, I said one.
I say it's fake. Morales,
Fake,
you
fake,
say
fake.
it's fake.
Yeah.
And Brian.
Real.
Could
It's fake.
Hey,
yeah, I
take
get that.
the
Greg
lead. Yeah, I
takes
got
the
that.
lead.
use a wet
boy.
nap later, frankly.
All right, number
Probably gonna get one.
6, Sleep Whispers, a podcast of whispered ramblings to help you relax and fall asleep.
That's over the line. This is why people don't like you. What was over the line?
What was over the line?
What your comment was?
I didn't even hear
I
it.
didn't hear it
Okay.
either.
No, it's for the best.
The Nap podcast.
No, that was the last one, Mace. This is Sleep Whisperer.
Oh, Sleep Whisperer.
A
Mace, I
podcast
brought you a
of
gift.
whispered ramblings to help you relax and fall asleep.
Okay, Morales, real or fake?
Real.
I'm going to go real. Kaplan?
Where's
You're done?
Fake.
He says fake.
Bergman?
I'm say real.
It's real.
Yeah.
Greg's
Let's
still
go.
in the lead with 5. We got 2 more here if we want to do them both, or we want to call
no,
it now.
Let's do one more.
All right. Ask a clean person. An expert offers tips on how to clean things like blood and pit stains and offers opinions like this one. Swiffer sheets are glorified paper towels. Is this real or fake?
Morales?
I'll go first. It's real.
It's real.
Real.
Cappy, real or fake?
Real.
I'm going to say it's real.
Real.
Morales
Real.
says real.
Oh,
Brian?
yeah, it's real.
Real.
It's real.
Oh, it sounded real.
Brian.
Very real.
All right.
That's a commanding
that it?
win.
Yep. Greg
Burton
won.
wins the month.
Wins of the month. Hey, I got 10K back. I needed it.
Well, I got you a gift.
Oh,
Thank
the
you. That's
mushroom.
very kind of you.
Mushroom Life. Those are look, mental energy gummies.
Oh, nice. See? Okay, good. Yeah,
Let me know how
you
that
always
works,
have good
actually. I
stuff.
want to know, honestly.
What's that?
I want to know how that works, honestly.
I absolutely will tell you.
Tell me Monday. Okay?
Yeah, I will tell you.
Mental
Monday.
energy gummies.
Yeah.
Because you said you've been forgetting a lot.
I don't have the best memory in the world.
We'll probably
Try
stop
that.
wearing that sweater. And
It's
that might
just
help.
my short-term and my long-term memory.
That'll give you
that are affected.
mental energy.
Yeah,
Maybe you need a few more wet naps a day.
Maybe a few more wet naps.
It's a plant-based medication, Mace.
Well, guys, this has been fun, huh?
Well, yesterday was fun too.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good show yesterday. The parts I heard, especially the McVay interview.
Yeah. Combo
what
plate
was
action.
Why
Real
do you-
quick.
Yes.
You guys are here tonight for Thursday Night Football.
Thursday Night Football, Cowboys, Seahawks producer Lindsay Baseball's got $1,000 to give away. Plus, we got other prizes. Come on down. Impress the flesh with us, the 909 Sports Bar. What's kickoff? 5:15?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5:15.
Go
every Thursday
Cowboys!
night.
Yeah. Rams need this
Cowboys win?
Cowboys win.
Yeah.
Mace, I love the sweater.
Thank you, man. The sweater rocks.
I want a sweater.
Thanks to everybody that came out, Lil Cappy, all you guys. And don't forget, money tonight at Yaamava. Fun, man. I like doing shows with you, Cappy. It's a good time.
Yeah, it was weird today. There was a little bit of weird stuff
Well, there
too.
was something weird.
But that's fun.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Cappy, I always say you're a bad guy.
I've gotten such reaction from that.
I know,
moment.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Axel would back up that you're a bad guy.
Bad guy.
Just wait till awful announcing,
Well,
that's right.
That's why I was like, let me tone this down because, man, I don't want to go viral over this nonsense.
Okay. We will see you tomorrow. Me and Ireland back at 1 tomorrow, and these guys in their normal slot. Next for you, Alan Slewa with Lakers pregame. Lakers versus Thunder tonight on 710 ESPN.